The Bold and the Beautiful Friday, December 19th recap. Steffi forces Hope's hand as Katie drops a bombshell. Friday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful delivered major workplace drama, emotional goodbyes, and the first sparks of what could become an all-out sister showdown. From Steffi Forrester laying down the law to Katie Spencer unveiling a shocking new chapter, the hour was packed with tension that could ripple through Forrester Creations for weeks to come. The episode kicked off inside the Forrester design office, where Deke Sharp found himself anxiously searching for clarity about his future. During a conversation with Carter Walton, it was clear that Deke sensed trouble brewing. He pressed Carter for answers, hoping for reassurance that his position with Hope for the future was secure. Unfortunately, Carter couldn't offer much comfort. While he didn't outright confirm Deke's fate, he stressed that there was a lot at stake and that Hope's line would need the strongest design team possible to survive. The vague response did little to calm Deke's nerves and instead set the tone for the difficult decisions ahead. Meanwhile, Hope Logan was fighting her own battle. Determined to protect her team, she met with Steffi Forrester Finnegan and made a heartfelt plea to keep Deke on her line. Hope argued that Deke had proven his value and deserved the chance to continue contributing creatively. However, Steffi wasn't in a sympathetic mood. From her perspective, this wasn't personal, it was strictly business. Steffi firmly stated that Forrester Creations couldn't afford to keep employees they didn't need, especially with the company under constant pressure to perform. Steffi went on to explain that with Thomas Forrester officially returning to Hope for the future alongside Zende Forrester Dominguez, the design workload would already be covered. In Steffi's eyes, that made Deke redundant. Hope pushed back, subtly pointing out how uncomfortable it was for her to work so closely with Thomas given their complicated past. Still, Steffi refused to budge. She insisted that emotions couldn't interfere with business decisions and made it clear that Thomas' return was non-negotiable. The most crushing moment came when Steffi dropped the final blow. She believed Hope should be the one to tell Deke that he was being let go. By placing the responsibility squarely on Hope's shoulders, Steffi ensured that the decision would hit even harder. Despite her obvious discomfort, Hope realized she had no choice but to comply. Soon after, an excited and hopeful Deke approached Hope with fresh sketches, eager to show her his latest ideas. His enthusiasm made the moment even more painful. Hope stopped him before he could go any further and gently explained what had happened. She made it clear that the decision wasn't hers and apologized for how unfair the situation was. The disappointment on Deke's face said it all. To his credit, Deke tried to remain optimistic. He assured Hope that he wouldn't let this setback crush his dreams and promised to keep pushing forward no matter what. Still, the sadness between them was undeniable. As they shared a heartfelt hug, both struggled with the reality that their creative partnership had come to an abrupt end. Over in the showroom, Ridge Forrester filled Brooke Logan in on the latest developments. He explained that Thomas was officially back on Hope for the future and that Deke was being let go as a result. Brooke immediately grew concerned about how Hope would handle the situation. From Brooke's perspective, it looked like Steffi was once again prioritizing her brother at Hope's expense, a pattern that Brooke has never been comfortable with. Brooke's worries only deepened as she considered the emotional toll this decision could take on her daughter. While Ridge framed it as a necessary business move, Brooke couldn't shake the feeling that Hope was being pushed aside in favor of Thomas yet again. Later in the episode, the focus shifted to Katie Spencer, who had a major announcement of her own. After discussing her future plans with Bill Spencer and their son Will, Katie headed to Forrester Creations to share some news with Brooke. What she revealed came as a complete surprise. Bill had given her an incredible wedding gift, a brand new fashion house. Even Katie admitted that the gift sounded a little outrageous. Brooke, clearly stunned, didn't hesitate to say exactly what she was thinking. She acknowledged that the gesture was generous but also pointed out how difficult it was to build a successful fashion brand from the ground up. After all, Forrester Creations had taken years of hard work, talent, and sacrifice to become the powerhouse it is today. Despite Brooke's skepticism, Katie remained confident. She was fully aware of the challenge ahead but insisted she was ready to take it on. Brooke tried to be supportive, admitting that Bill's gift was undeniably sweet. However, her body language and tone suggested she had serious doubts about Katie's ability to pull this off. When Brooke asked if the new venture would be called Spencer Fashions, Katie teased that maybe Brooke herself could help come up with the perfect name. The suggestion was friendly on the surface, but it also hinted at something deeper, a potential rivalry waiting to be unleashed. As the sisters hugged, Brooke forced a smile, but the pensive look on her face told a different story. It was clear that Katie's sudden rise as a fashion house owner had struck a nerve. Whether it's jealousy, concern, or fear of competition, Brooke's reaction suggested that this storyline is far from over. By the end of the episode, It was obvious that major shifts are underway. Deke's exit has left Hope heartbroken and vulnerable, while Steffi's hardline business approach continues to fuel tension within the Forrester family. At the same time, Katie's bold new venture could put her on a collision course with Brooke, setting the stage for a dramatic sister feud. With careers on the line and emotions running high, The Bold and the Beautiful is clearly building toward explosive confrontations. Will Hope find a way to reclaim control of her line? Can Deke bounce back from this devastating setback? And is Katie's fashion house about to become Brooke's biggest nightmare? Stay tuned, because the drama at Forrester Creations is only just beginning.